Dios te bendiga, Alfred. Angie, baby, ready for your amazing stream, baby. You already know. What is going on, guys? How's everybody doing? I'm drinking some coffee. Air Slayer, baby. Alfredo, how you doing? Where's my mom, Alfred? How is everyone doing today, man? I hope you guys are having a great day. Welcome to the first live of the Last Cast 31. Well, actually, it's just Last Cast YouTube channel, man. This is pretty cool. Been working at this for the past 2 weeks, man. Just trying to get the PC up and running together. How's everything sound, Angie? Let's see if we got some people in here before we start tying some flies. The chat's open. Make sure you guys say hi. Okay, I got you. Sounds good. Sounds perfect. Awesome, man. That is awesome. How's everybody's day today? We got 11 viewers in here. Oh my gosh. 9. Let me make sure everything sounds good. All right. Yeah, if you're in the chat, say hi. That gym life, what's going on? What's going on, man? Angie and Paul's vlogs, it's going great, she says. How are you, sweetheart? I appreciate you guys dropping by, man. It means a lot. Thank you. Listen, today we're gonna be tying some flies, man. We're gonna be doing 2 different patterns. I'm just trying to get my notes out. We're gonna be doing the BlowTorch, and we're gonna be tying the Frenchie. Listen, those 2 patterns for me, they work. I love them. I love using them out there, especially on these stock trout. It works really good for them, and also some wild trout too, because I do hit up a lot of wild streams. Also, I use a lot of different variations. I use a pheasant tail. Just a regular pheasant tail nymph. I do throw the BlowTorch at times, and I do get some pretty good hit in the wild streams. But man, I'm gonna tell you this pattern definitely kills them. It doesn't kill them. It doesn't kill them, but it definitely catches you a lot of fish, especially out for when you go out fishing for stalkers. But listen, let's get straight to it, and let's see what we can come up with. That right there. Oh man, that's my go-to pattern when I'm not catching anything. Can you guys see that pretty well? How you doing today, Gym Life? How's your day today, man? Appreciate you dropping by. Alfred, thank you for dropping by. Big shout out to you guys. Skinny Golfer, appreciate you dropping by. All right. This is the BlowTorch, man. This is the BlowTorch pattern that I use. Let me get a hook. Listen, the materials that I'm gonna be using today is gonna be a size 14 hook. It's a Hanak competition hook. You can actually see the materials that I'm using in if you click more underneath the description of the video, you'll see all the materials that I'm using for today, but I am going to run over them real quick so you guys can see that. Is the music too loud, or is it pretty good, pretty balanced? The gym light says that day has been good so far. Ellie here, by the way. Oh, that's you. What's up, Ellie? Eli, what's going on, man? what I said I was gonna, what color bead did I say I was gonna use? Let me see this real quick. All right, let's jump straight into. Listen, this is what I'm going to be using to tie Devin Olson's BlowTorch, but we're gonna do a twist and we're gonna add some of my creativity in it. The material list goes hook size 14, Hanak competition H450BL. We're gonna be using a 3.5 millimeter olive slotted tungsten bead. Let me grab that real quick. For the thread, we're gonna be using a Veevus 16-aught green. For the tailing, we're gonna be using fluorescent Fire Orange Antron Yarn, or you can use some Glo-Brite floss, Fire Orange number 5. I don't really like using the Glo-Brite as much, just because I feel like the Antron Yarn just has it's more active in the water, in my opinion. For the body, you can use two types of feathers, the turkey feather or the pheasant feather. I'm gonna be using the turkey feather. And for the counter ribbing, to protect the fly a little bit more, we're gonna be using some UTC ultra wire copper medium. And for the collar, some CDC and a Thorax. We're gonna be coating it with a light shade rainbow Scud dub. I'll run through all those materials as I go tying this fly. All right, here's a size 14 with our 3.5 millimeter olive slotted tungsten. Listen, so whenever I tie my bugs, I try to incorporate something small that is going to stand out. I mean, you have a dozen of other bugs floating downstream, some very similar to each other. So in my mind, I'm like, I want my bug to stand out so the trout can eat it, you know? So matching the hatch is great, don't get me wrong, but I'm trying to sell my presentation to that 55-inch Mr. Trout that is facing upstream, thinking that he's smarter than me, you know what I mean? So I feel like adding a little bit of flash or a hot spot on my bugs really does go a long way when I fish. We're gonna start with the thread. Let me get my mic out of the way a little bit. Can you guys hear me? Yep. All right. So we're gonna get a couple wraps in there all the way down to the midsection. Cut that excess off. Got some Antron yarn. That's what I'm using for the tailing. I'm just gonna measure the length of the hook. All right there. I have an issue cutting it apparently. We're gonna lock that in using the pinch method. And just fix the length of your tailing. I don't like mine very long, but I don't like mine very short either. And if you guys have any question, just let me know in the chat. Out of Orange Antron, so I'm swapping for chartreuse. Hey, that's perfect. It's just a hot spot, so there you go. That looks good. Now for my next step, I'm going to grab some ultra wire copper. No, medium size. That's what this one looks like. It doesn't have the size on it. If I can find the end of this, I'm gonna cut a good piece just so I have enough room to wrap it around. It's been a good day today, guys. I hope you guys are having a great day. What I like to do is I like to stick that copper wire in the middle of the slot that the tungsten bead has. See if I can show you guys right there. See that? Right in there. See it? Moved everything. To redo that again. and lock that into place and go rearward all the way to the bend of the hook and stop like right before the bend. Right there. That looks good right there. And now for my next step, I'm going to grab some turkey feather or pheasant tail, whatever you guys are wanting to use. Grab about like 2 barbules of the feather, 2, 3. Chartreuse is a really good color, to be honest with you. I like using some of that. I don't have many of my flies for that color though. I should. But what I like to do also is lock that into place. But what I do is I use the excess of that feather and go forward with it all the way to the end of the bead. There's perfect. Keep going. Lock that in and cut the excess off. It just helps me lock that bead into place and towards the end. Now what I do is I grab my turkey feather and I start wrapping clockwise. It's an easy feather. I mean, easy fly to make. And that copper wire is going to protect it a lot more. Now lock that into place. There you go. Couple of wraps in the front and couple wraps in the back. Cut the excess off. Grab that copper wire. We're gonna be going counterclockwise and rib that body. What I like to do with my tail though, I like to make sure that all my whole entire tail kind of sticks up a little bit. And I lock that into place. Just like that. Just like extends up a little bit more. That's how I like to do my tails. Then I do like 4 or 5 wraps forward towards the bead. And then I lock that into place. With the helicopter method, got the hiccups right there. We're gonna cut the excess of that. Dang. That did not want to come off. Stabilize the camera real quick. I need a drink of my coffee. That Gym Life says the Browns really love the chartreuse. Ooh, I bet. Listen, when I first came across this pattern, oh man, it used to come out bulky and ugly. Just because I was so new at tie flying, but I got it down, I think, you know? Just, I've been able to get it right, and I've been using it very efficiently when I go trout fishing. Now from here, now that we got all that done, we're gonna create a dubbing loop. All right, So to create a dubbing loop, if you don't know how to do it, just grab your finger over the thread, create a loop, and lock it in. Make sure you guys leave enough space on the dubbing loop to fit the tip of a CDC clip holder that if you guys have one. That's what I use for my CDC. Then I grab the dubbing loop tool, this little thing. And then I grab my loop and I put it to the side. In this part, this is where I add some of my Hairline Light Shade Rainbow Scud dub. That's what we're using. Just to build up the thorax a little bit and also to add some of that flash. When you have a dozen flies just going downstream and the trout, you know what I mean? They're devouring it, like they all look alike. So I kind of want mine to stand out a little bit, you know what I mean? So I grab a pinch of it and I just roll it in. Don't grab up too much though, just a pinch, small pinch. Just like that, and roll it in your fingers. Like that. Make a small, like, little ball of dubbing, I guess. Put it down, and we're gonna grab a CDC feather. This one looks good right there. Just like that. Just some good fibers right there. Barbule. Grab my CDC clip. Clip that. Now when I cut it, I cut down the stem. Or it don't matter what side, but fairly close to the stem. If I'm going too fast, just let me know, and I'll be tying another one. Looking amazing already, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you, baby. We got the one and only Angie in the chat, the moderator. That's my business partner right there. All right, so we grab our dubbing loop and that light shade dub that I had you guys roll into a ball. Put it towards where the dubbing loop starts, towards the neck of the dubbing loop, right? Close to the bead. Put it on top there. Grab your CDC fibers, close it in, and we're gonna lock those in going clockwise. Yes, sir. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. We're gonna twist clockwise all the way to the top till you see that dubbing and some of those fibers integrate with each other. All right, when we have that done, we're gonna grab and start going clockwise on the neck area of the fly, building that neck, that collar. I like to comb my CDC towards the hook shank, like a time in place so that they don't look all messy and stuff. Just like that. I'm here looking good. Bragg, what's going on, bro? There you guys go. Oh, well, that broke, but it's okay. We're almost done. We're just gonna lock that into place real quick. There you go. The dubbing loop broke. It's already locked in, so just a couple of reps, and then what I like to do is I like to use some Loctite, some crazy glue, just so that it keeps it into place. Well, that broke. No worries though, the fly will still work. I just gotta put my thread back in place. Hold on. I hate when that happens. The fly's coming out good, and towards the end, the thread just starts freaking falling apart on me. All right. If you need to save a fly, there it is. Here's how you do it. Cut that excess off. I like to use my box cutter just so I could get a flush cut. Now, back to what I was saying. We're gonna use some crazy glue. There you go. Just cover that thread a little bit, and this should keep that fly, even though it broke on me. It should keep it intact in the collar section. Let me cut that excess off the dubbing loop. All right, grab your whip finisher. I do about 1 or 2 just because I added that glue there. Call it a day. We saved the fly and we finished it. My thread already broke twice. It happens, man. It happens. My dubbing loop broke. And then the rest fell apart. But we got it. We saved it. There you have it. Listen, whenever like the CDC fibers are big too, like, there it is, long like that, I like to keep them a little bit, like I stop them where the tail starts. Right? So I do a pinch method at the bend of the hook with all my CDC, and I just pinch it off. See that? Just real quick, same thing. There. If those fibers are too big, just pinch some of them off. There she is, man. Grab your comb, your board. I usually use a board brush. I don't know where's that though. There you go. See that? It's buggy, it's flashy, it's nice. It's caught me a lot of fish. There she is. I think that's a nice looking fly. What do y'all think? Should we do another one? That's nice right there. Let's go. Nice. Here you have it. The BlowTorch. All right, guys, we're gonna do one more time. You guys all right with that? And then we'll see if we could do a Frenchie next. A handful of flies here. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with me, and it definitely helps the channel. We've definitely grown a lot. We got 5 people watching. You already know. Hey, that's more than one, so I like it. We have 860 subs, man. I'm really happy about that. I'm really proud of this channel. It's come a long way. If you guys have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe, man. Hit the like if you guys can. My mom says magnificent. 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 I don't know how to say it in English. She speaks Spanish. She speaks English too. She's in the chat right now. Listen, if you guys have not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Hit the like, man. It really does help. Share it if you can. Send it to your friends. Send it to your mom, your grandpas. Send it to everybody. Share the channel. Let me just sip on my tea. Coffee. All right, let's go back. All right, we're gonna run it back one more time. Gym life, how was that? How was that? How'd you like that pattern? Were you able to finish it and save the fly or not? We're gonna grab a size 14 again. We're gonna do it one more time, guys. Y'all, you guys okay with that, or should we just jump to the Frenchie? I can find my hooks. There it is. You grab a bead. I feel like the holes in these beads keep getting smaller and smaller every time I try to tie a fly. Let's do it. Gotta see how you're slaying them. Oh, we slay fish on this side. How you doing, skinny golfer? Let's go. I don't know where that came from. Wrong button. All right, size 14 jig hook with a 3.5 millimeter bead, tungsten slotted bead. Yes, looks great. I'll show you on Insta. Please do. Listen, follow my other socials also. LastCast31 across all platforms. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Hey, TikTok's taking off. We're almost at 1,000 friggin' followers in there. That's pretty cool. Hey, if you want to follow my gaming channel, we're at 16K there. Doing good. Going to run into you on the water one day. Oh, you already know. Let me know. Say hi. All right, let's get this bad boy started. Let me get my my thread ready. Where do you usually fish, skinny golfer? Let me get this dang thread through this hole. All right, there it is. We're gonna be using some Veevus 16-knot thread green. Tie it all the way to the midsection of the fly. I gotta lock this in real quick. I love this camera. All right, go all the way to the midsection. Need to buy new thread. This one's giving me a hard time. Cut the excess off. Mitchell, Stone Mountain, A-Rat. We have a cabin in Dobson. That's awesome, dude. Oof. I've fished Mitchell, Stone Mountain, and actually I fished all of those streams. So has Gym Life. We're gonna be using some Antron yarn. There's some nice fish in there, some stalkers. For the tailing, we're gonna be using some Antron yarn for the tailing. We're gonna measure that about right there. That's how long I want my tail. That's why. Lock that into place. Hold on, guys. I gotta change this music. It's like repeating and repeating. All right, let's get back to it. Like it's a little bit too short, but it is what it is. We're gonna grab some wiring, copper wire, ultra wire, medium size. What a good piece. What I like to do, like I said before, I like to hide my wire in the midsection of the bead. right inside that slot. Lock that into place. There you go. Go all the way down to the almost the bend of the hook. Right there, see that? Grab your feather. I'm using turkey feather. Got about 2-3 barbules. I usually do 2, sometimes 3. I usually use my hackle pliers to wrap this around, but my camera is literally right in front of the fly, so I can't use it right now. But if you don't, these are hackle pliers, so make sure you guys use these if you guys can. It makes life easier, or just use your vise and just turn 2 turns, you know. Lock that into place. Go forward. Use the excess to build that body. I gotta fix this. Hold on, guys. All right, there you go. That's much better. My thread was messed up. Try to keep all of that into place. Cut the X's off. Do a couple more wraps just to hide all that. Grab your feather and start wrapping it clockwise towards the bead. Starts building that body. There you go. Grab your thread. Lock that into place. Go to the back and then go to the front. One more wrap. Just 2 or 3 wraps. Cut the X's off. Like I said, I like using my box cutter. It gives me a more flush cut. Grab your copper wire now. We're going counterclockwise. We're lifting that tail up. Locking it in. About 4 or 5 wraps. Lock that into place with your thread. Go to the back and the front, and then helicopter it off. There you go. Let me read chat. Doing good. Going to run to you on the Mitchell. Already read that. All right, there you go. There, look at that. That tail. That tail's nice and up, just like I like it. The body's coming together. Now for our next step, we're gonna create a dubbing loop. Dubbing loop. Just place your finger on the thread and create a loop, and then lock it in at the bead. 2 or 3 wraps. 4 wraps. Be on the safe side. Grab your dubbing loop tool. Grab that excess off of there. Put that to the side. Grab your. We're gonna be using some hairline light shade rainbow scud dub, just to put some flash into it and make that thorax a little bit buggy. Just grab a small, just a pinch, like that, you know, and roll it in your fingers. Just a small little ball of dubbing. You know what I mean? You're gonna look like that. Put it down. Grab a CDC feather. This one seems pretty good. Look at that. Just comb it backwards. That's a good feather for me. If you guys don't know what CDC stands for, it stands for Col de Canard. And we're using an olive dun. That's what we're using. Grab your clippers. Clip that. Just like that. And cut it. Follow that stem. All right, now we grab our loop. Open it up a little bit. Grab that pinch of dubbing. Put it at the very top. Grab your CDC feather. Make sure it's in there. And go clockwise and lock that CDC feather in with that dubbing. Hold on. All right, now start wrapping it forward. I gotta do it at a weird angle just because I don't have a lot of space. But start combing down that CDC backwards. There you go. Just like that. Then you lock that into place with your thread. One in front and one in the back. Tap it a couple of times. I don't like using my scissors when I do this. Bring out the big guns. Just makes my cuts more flush. Should probably invest in some better scissors. Grab some crazy glue. And coat the thread a bit. Grab your whip finisher. One or twice. One or two wraps. There you go. He's all done. Tying it up. Grab those long CDC fibers and just shorten them up a little bit. I don't want them longer than my tailing. Grab your board brush and just comb it a little bit. Get those that dubbing, the ice dubbing out. You know, make it look a little flashy, more presentable. There you guys have it. BlowTorch. This thing can be very deadly. You guys, we could start on the Frenchie. Depending how you fish it, you know, I Nymph a lot, so whenever I'm using it as like, especially like a 3.5 bead, I'm using it as my point fly. And then I got my secondary fly, which will be a smaller fly, probably a smaller bead also, like I don't know, I go as small as 2.5. It's shiny good. Thank you. You know, and depending on what I'm doing, you know, if I want to do, like, you can use it for a dry dropper. You just probably have to have a decent sized dry and use a dry dropping technique. And but I'm telling you, man, if you use it correctly, and if it's an efficient fly, like, you will catch a lot of trout with that. Now, you guys want to do a Frenchie or what? Or should we leave it for the next stream? If we do it, I'm gonna be doing it on a size 16. This is where I keep all my hooks. Did I bore you guys? I hope I didn't bore you guys. We're gonna be doing a size 16 Frenchie on a 3.3 millimeter bead. An olive color. Let's go. All right, let's get to it. There's my hook right there. That's a size 16. It is hot in here. I need some air. We're using a 3.3 millimeter bead. This is another pattern that I use. For this one, I'll be using 2 threads. I'm gonna be using the same one that at the Veevus 16R, and we're gonna be adding a hot spot to it with this red uni-thread yarn. I mean, thread. 136 Denier 6R thread. I'm just prepping the thread real quick. There you go. That's perfect right there. All right. Do a couple of wraps rearward all the way down to the midsection. For this fly, we're going to be using some CDL, some Coq de Leon. This will be for the tailing. Here, let me show you. That's what I'm using for the tailing. I get about 2-3 fibers off of this. I mean, 3 to 4 fibers. for barbules. They don't gotta be perfect. Measure that about there. Lock that into place. Right. The Frenchie's a lot easier to do. Work yourself all the way to the bend of the hook. Right there. Grab yourself some copper wire. I'm gonna be using the same one. Some ultra wire. Medium. Lock that into place. Grab yourself a pheasant feather or a turkey feather. Lock that in and start wrapping forward towards the bead. Yep. So I do, yeah, I don't know why I didn't even say that. I slide the wire into the bead the same as the blowtorch, yes. Cut that excess off. Do a couple more wraps. One or two. They're like three there. Grab I'm using turkey feather, whatever feather you guys are using, and start wrapping clockwise. Lock that in. Cut that off. Now, grab your copper wire, and we're gonna go counterclockwise. It just protects that. It protects the body a lot more. And grab the tailing, lift it up. It's kind of hard to do with the CDL, but I'll try to show you guys. There you go. You just like kind of like go underneath the tailing. We're gonna do the same thing like we did with the blowtorch. You know, I like my tailing like facing up a little bit more, and I'll show you guys in a second what I mean by that. Because I'm able to like lock it into place with a copper wire, and it protects it a bit more. And I like how it spreads it out. You guys see that? When I turn the fly, I'll show you guys. And then do about like three or four wraps forward. There you go. You guys see how that tail stands up? Now lock that copper wire into place. Couple wraps. One more. Do the helicopter method. There you go. Now for this section, we're gonna be using some hair ice dub. Use some ice dub. Green. Just grab some dubbing. Not a lot. About a pinch. Yeah. Grab your thread and just dub it in there. Just like that. Roll it with your fingers. Spread it out. I like to keep it even. You know what I mean? I don't like it when it's just like thick in one spot and then skinny on the other. I try to even the whole thread out. The whole dubbing out, I mean. Try to shorten it real quick. And then just make a collar out of it, you know? Alright. Grab your... We're not done yet, but grab your crazy glue. We're gonna hit it with a whip finish, but coat the thread with it. Do a couple of wraps. Do a whip finish. One or two. We're gonna add a hot spot to this. Let me cut that off real quick. Let me change threads real quick. Next, we're gonna be using this uni thread 136 Denier 6/0 thread. I really enjoy fly tying, man. It's very peaceful. I hope you guys are enjoying this segment. Next week I should have another fly ready to go, or 2 flies ready to go for you guys. Any feedback really would help the channel. You know, anything you guys do will help the channel, like sharing the channel. It'd be awesome. Now let's do that hotspot real quick and we should be done with this fly. Cut that excess off. Like always, use some crazy glue. Coat that thread. Do a whip finish and she's done. You guys have it. Nice looking Frenchie right there. You can make it buggy if you want. I like to make it buggy. It'll catch you some. I usually tie these on size like 18, just because I use these as my secondary fly. But there she is. And you guys see how that tailing, it's a little bit spread. I don't know if you guys can see it. If you can see it, let me know in the chat. Like spread up and it's upward. You see that? Like, that's how I like my tailing. And that copper wire really holds it into place too. And when the fish bite it, I don't lose my tailing that quick. Like right after my 3rd, 4th fish, like obviously it'll start ripping apart. But hey, I'm 4 fish in. Let's go. That's a Frenchie, man. That they call this one Lance Egan's Frenchie. It's a really nice pattern to use, especially on stalkers. Listen, but don't think they won't work on wild streams, because they'll slay some wild fish, I promise. All right, listen, it's up to y'all. Do you guys want to see it one more time, or should we call it a day? I'm here for y'all. We got 9 people in the stream. Let's go. Big shout out to all y'all, man. You guys are the greatest of all time. If you guys ever catch me calling y'all goats, that's what it stands for. Greatest of all time. Such a great color. Skinny golfer, nice. I appreciate it, man. I hope these 2 patterns, listen, as the channel as I keep making these live videos, I'm still gonna be posting a lot of my fly contents, that a lot of my flies that I tie. I'm gonna making them into like short videos, 60 seconds, you know what I mean? So after these lives are done, I am gonna make short videos of them, and so that way you guys can have a video so you can go off of if you forget how to tie it or anything like that. I know that's helped me. I'm a visual learner, you know, so that's how I learned a lot of these patterns, is by like checking other people's channels and stuff like that. So, and then I usually just add my own creativity into it, you know, so it's a win-win situation, and I catch a lot of fish on it. What do you guys say? One more before I jump into the other one, or the last fly, which is, it's just a Frenchie. It's the same pattern. I figure I'd do it twice, do a piece. But I do want to show you guys this, man. So I have a Discord channel. Whoever's watching right now and whoever watches it off the live, I do have a Discord channel that I have a small community that I've been growing since forever. I made a fly fishing section, you know what I mean? A fly fishing and euro nymphing section, which is right here. Let me get my other mouse real quick. Hold on. You guys are more than welcome to join this. This is where I will be doing like my announcement for like my fly tying materials and everything. I'm gonna have some euro nymphing tips, you know, that will have links for my channel or to somebody else's channel, you know, that I feel like you guys, hey, this is gonna help you. I have just a section of fish and flies, you know. This is where I used to be bass fishing, you know. You can post whatever if you want to post like your flies that you're using, any pictures of big fish, just fish in general that you guys have caught, you guys can use this, you know what I mean? I also have a custom order fly if you guys ever want to buy some flies off of the channel. Just post it right here, get a ticket, custom order flies right here, and I'm gonna be posting pictures of the flies that I make and stuff like that. That way you guys have an idea. If you have a special request, I'll put it together, you know what I mean? And we'll talk about it. Right here I have my DH streams. I'm gonna post whatever stream that I go to, you know. I'm gonna try to keep up with it. Hey, I'm not gonna give all my secrets out with my wild streams though, you know. But the DH stream, you know, this is a little schedule of like a lot of the rivers that get stocked here in North Carolina. It tells you when and the month and the date of when they're gonna do it. I'll keep that there, and I'll keep updating it as it changes. But you guys come in here, and you guys are more than welcome to post, you know, coordinates, you know, of streams you want some people to go. You know, if you know any veterans, also make sure you guys, you know, send them this way. Send them to the Last Cast 31 YouTube channel. Send an invite. You know, if you're gonna join the Discord, I'm gonna put an invite link in the chat right now, and you guys can click it, and you're more than welcome to join it, man. I just don't have that. I also have my gaming section here also, you know. I have my community and stuff, like the community chat and everything. And tell it, you know, you just, when you join it, just make sure that you go to the rules and regulations. Here's where you click agree, exclamation mark, agreed. You know, there's nothing crazy rules or anything like that. Just don't be vulgar, don't be rude, you know what I mean? Just like that. Like, there's a welcome that you'll receive. Here's my announcement channel and everything. I have a lifeline. I have you know, just tell us about yourself, a cooking thing if you guys are into cooking, whatever. There's some recipes there. If anybody plays video games, there's some there's 2 channels for that also, you know. And I got ideas, discussion and everything. But here is where I will be announcing most of my stuff, and you can find a lot of the fly flying stuff on this section, the fly fishing euro nymphing, you know. So I'll put the link down in so you guys can join it. I'll do that right now. Give me 2 seconds. Oh yeah, and I do have like voice channels, you know what I mean? If anybody ever needs to talk, I have these channels just for that, which is ran through Discord, not even through your cell phone data or anything like that. Let me see. I'm putting the link right now. Live chat. Let me copy and paste. Copy link. I appreciate you guys freaking hanging out with me. There's the link right there. Make sure you guys click it. Join the Discord if you guys can. And it is what it is. All right, you guys want to do one more and then we'll call it a day. I'm gonna fly through this one though, because it's been a long night, man. I've been trying to get the streaming PC all put together. Where are my hooks? Here they are. Size 16 hook with a 3.3 millimeter. Damn, I can't even say that word today. Millimeter bead. Look, this is as easy as it gets. Within the comfort of your own home, you got to tie some flies with me. So make sure you guys join next Thursday, man. Same time. Like I said, I will have the materials and the information of the video, just like I did today. If you guys click where it says more, it'll give you what I'm doing for that day. Let me grab my bead. It's fly on the go. You know what I'm saying? We are on the go. There she is. Honestly, I'm not even going to change my thread. I'm going to just use the red one. We're going to be using the uni thread, 136 Denier, 6 off. Lock that in. Go all the way down to the midsection of the hook. Cut the excess off. Grab your CDL. 3 or 4 fibers. It was so hot today. Like, this room right now is boiling. I need some air. Measure it with the length of the hook. Need to shorten this real quick. Hold on. There you go. Grab yourself some copper wire. Let me put my mic closer. I'm using some ultra wire, just like we did before. And we're putting that copper wire through the slot of the bead and locking that into place. Now we grab our feather. 2 or 3 barbules of it. This is what we're gonna use for our body. You're doing great. Thanks. I appreciate you dropping by. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Cut the X's off. We're gonna grab that that just got way too close. Hold on. There you go. Grab your feather clockwise. I gotta back this up real quick. It's gonna get blurry. Hold on. Just work it all the way to the front of the bead. Let me lock it in so I can fix the camera real quick. I think I hit it when I was all right. There you go. Cut that excess off. Grab that tailing. Remember, we're gonna go counterclockwise for this. Ah! All right, hold on. There you go. It does not want to cooperate. Got it. Got that tail where we want it. Gotta back up real quick again. Close. About 4 wraps. Just lock that into place again. There you go. Do the helicopter move. Babe, can you turn the air on? Hold on, guys. I am sweating right now. $75 degrees. Oh my God. All right, helicopter that off. All right, it was burning up in here. I was burning up. Now we grab some ice dubbing. Here's iced up. Grab a pinch. We're gonna build that collar up. Use some crazy glue. All the pressure being live got you sweating. Oh yeah. It definitely is making me sweat. The air just came on. There you go. We're gonna do that hot spot like I like to do. There you go. That's a lot better. Grab your whip finisher. One or two. Call it a day. There she is. Ooh! That's a Frenchie right there. The one tailing got away. You guys can see it's bent. It's all right though. Look at that tail though. Look at the detail on that tail. That tail's nice. I like it. That's how I like my tails. That's a size 16 Frenchie with a hot spot, a red hot spot. Sorry, honey. It is 70 downstairs. Ooh, it was 7. I was burning up in here, honey. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys dropping by, man. Ugh. Let me get back to this. Listen, so that concludes our tie flying class, today. I appreciate anyone and everyone who came to the channel today and supported. Please share it, hit the like. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing short 60-second videos of the fly. That way you guys can just click a small video and you don't have to see the whole entire session, but I can clip it off of this segment that I just did. Definitely I hope you guys enjoyed today's class, and next Thursday 6:30 same time, yet another beautiful fly. Chat, you guys are awesome, man. I appreciate you guys. You guys are the greatest. So little by little we'll start building a community, that's for sure. You guys have the Discord right there in the chat. Make sure you guys click the link, and once again, I appreciate you guys for coming by, man. Each one of you guys are amazing. Thank you. Share the channel once again, and I'll catch you guys next Thursday. Next Thursday, 6:30. We'll tie another fly. Make sure you guys are following me on my socials. I will be posting what materials I'm going to be using and what fly I'm going to be tying for you guys that day. Great job, son. Thank you, Mom. My mom's in the chat. My dad, too. I appreciate you guys. Listen, you guys have a blessed day. Tight lines. Hey, peace, love, and tight lines. That's my lines right there. Peace. Thank you. Hope to see you again soon.